We like to finish every Bullseye with a culture recommendation from me. We call it the Outshot. So how can I even begin to describe the television show Toast of London? Actually, I guess I will start here. It might not be for you. In fact, it probably is not for you. There are a lot of TV shows these days. It might be better if you just watch Mom or Watch What Happens Live or Sports Center or Trading Spaces or whatever. In fact, that actually is my safest recommendation. Watch a different show, not Toast of London. But I will be watching Toast of London.
It's not been a good week. I'm sleeping in a tiny chair, my back is killing me, I've just got divorced, and they're still protesting at...
At what?
The bloody play that you put me in.
If it hasn't come up on your Netflix, I will describe it as best as I can. Matt Berry is the star and co-creator. He is a honey-voiced British actor, and his character, Stephen Toast, is a honey-voiced British actor. Berry specializes in absurdly elegant, self-involved buffoons. You might recognize him from The Mighty Boosh or The IT Crowd, two of the biggest British comedies of the last 15 years or so. He's a little like Jack Black without the freneticism, or Will Ferrell without that sweet self-doubt, or maybe a fancy upper-class Patrick Warburton or a more absurd Chris Parnell. It's hard to describe. His character, Stephen Toast, lives in modern London, but he's more like a British stage actor from like 1976. He has a Bride of Frankenstein shock of white in his hair. He's the kind of guy who drinks absurd volumes of liquor and then looks perfectly comfortable in a crushed velvet dinner jacket. But also, and I want to be clear about this, he is a pathetic failure. I mean, at one point in the show, his agent sends him out for a gig as a tour bus guide.
I have good news on the Bond front. Are you sitting down?
Well, I'm clearly sitting down, Jane.
You've got the role.
Really?
But I made a slight error. They don't actually want you for the role of James Bond. They want you for Double Take Man. Is he a regular?
No, he isn't. He's just a man who looks incredulous. Twice. He's no more than an extra. How the could you get that so wrong?
Can you stop swearing? The finer details must have been on the attachments, and I don't normally read attachments.
Toast seems to make his living doing voiceover work, mostly. And it makes sense, since Berry has such a beautiful voice, although it is a beautiful voice that always sounds right on the edge of self-parody. His studio engineer is a hipster whose name is Clem Fandango, and Fandango's direction is utterly baffling and completely priceless.
Yeah, can you hear me, Stephen?
Yeah, I can hear you, Clem Fandango. Where's that other prick?
Danny. He's DJing at a music festival this weekend.
Yeah, just to be clear, so these will be heard on every submarine in the Royal Navy?
Yeah, they're just automating and digitizing everything. You know, the commander presses a button and the recording of your voice will be heard immediately.
Yeah, I'm not interested in all that. Can we just crack on? Fire the nuclear weapons!
Stephen, that was good. But do you think you could give it another try, this time say it in a less alarming way?
Less alarming? I've just given the order to fire the nuclear weapons. I've just unleashed Armageddon.
Yes, but the feeling here is that you could do it in a way which is a little less dramatic. It's just a little bit over the top at the moment. Have fun with it.
Fire the nuclear weapons!
That was a little bit too far the other way, a bit too jolly. Yeah, why don't you just try a few more times?
Fire the nuclear weapons! Fire the nuclear weapons! Fire the nuclear weapons! Fire the nuclear weapons! Fire the nuclear weapons!
Nothing happens outside of quotation marks on Toast of London. Every moment is heightened into absurdity. But part of what's unique about the show is that somehow that absurdity underscores the stakes and the emotion instead of deflating it. It's a world with its own crazy rules, but it feels consistent. I mean, listen to this scene. Toast is in a play working with a crazy director. And no matter how crazy it gets, I mean, no matter what the director says, it feels when you're watching it like it matters somehow.
Quick question. Have you ever had anybody by the balls?
Literally?
Yes, I mean literally, to feel another man's cojones lying in the palm of one's hand. Ever had that experience, Stephen?
I can't say I have. You?
Yes, I have. With Benedict Cumberbatch.
Who?
I felt them literally rolling around, both of us staring into each other's eyes. It seemed like an eternity, but it was less than half an hour. He cracked in the end. We did it my way.
Oh, and also, he sings a song pretty much every episode.
I had dreams.
So did we all, but then life begins.
My curtain call. I'm alone and scared.
You are a fool when you die. Who cares?
When I first turned on Toast of London, I thought it was too weird, even for me. But then I fell for the guy. I mean, there's something sweet about his idiocy. He isn't a monster, he's just a fool. And now he feels like my most ridiculous friend. So maybe don't watch Toast of London if it sounds too weird. But actually do. It's hilarious. That's my outshot.